The power of focus, unlocking entrepreneurial success. Today, it's a very important topic that will empower you to understand why focus is important. So, I'm going to give you an example of the power of focus since we are in the age of distraction. Imagine you're in a library surrounded by silence and you have one task to finish, a chapter of your favorite book. Compare that to trying to read the same chapter in a noisy cafe with your phone buzzing every 2 minutes, which environment helps you finish faster and remember more. That's the power of focus. Let me know which one will help you be better, of course. So, when we talk about focus, why focus matters for entrepreneurs? As entrepreneurs, our biggest asset isn't just our idea, it's our ability to execute. But in a world full of distraction, execution depends on focus. Did you know that the average entrepreneur switches tasks every 3 minutes? Imagine the power you could unlock if you master focus. We live in the most distracted era in human history. The average person receives over 100 notifications per day, checks their phones over 58 times, and switches tasks every 3 minutes. So I want you to raise your hand if you've ever started working on something important and 10 minutes found yourself scrolling through social media or checking your email. The difference between that and focus is that you have not been totally focused. So what is the cost of distraction? The cost of distraction, it will allow you to lose productivity, lose income. Multitasks increases mistakes as well. It won't allow you to be able to focus on what really matters. It allows you to consistently feel like you're burning out from switching from one task to another, which exhausts the brain. Now, Evan Williams, he said his success came from saying no to almost everything else except the most important things. So for the next week, I want you to say no to one thing that doesn't serve your main goal. There's another rule and principle. It's called the Pareto principle. It's 80% of results comes from 20% of effort. That means you need to focus on high impacted activities that will allow you to be able to make things happen. Tim Ferriss, he built his brand by focusing on the few things that matters the most to his business. Today, I'm going to walk you through multiple exercises that you can use and utilize and master in order to make your business one of the top businesses out there. So I want you to take your daily to-do list and to write it down. And I want you to place each item in the matrix that you see at the bottom. So I'm going to start music for around 2 minutes, and I want you to write your daily to-do list. And I want you to categorize it through urgent and important, important but not urgent. So when it's urgent and important, it needs to be done now. When it's urgent and not urgent and important, it means it needs to be scheduled. When it's urgent and important, urgent and not important, you can delegate it. When it's not urgent and not important, you can eliminate it from your whole to-do list or goals. Okay, so I'm going to start some music now to get you guys going on it. And then when the music is done, we can you will have a to-do list that you have now all the information and the awareness on.
I'll sleep in what it takes to fall this down. I'll do it till the sun goes down. Not with another down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Get my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's how we do every time. Yeah. For years when I will cry every fall, never see what's hiding. I don't know deep down. I've heard that they let you feel so. Taking away from my friendships go. I'm for the fame now.
Okay, who feels unstoppable today? Are you guys ready? Okay, let's move on to the next step, which is going to be talking about real entrepreneurs that saw tremendous success with their entrepreneurship journey because they decided that they want to focus on their products. Steve Jobs focused on just 4 products. He eliminated them from 350 that were distracting everything to 4 products. Results, Apple's turnaround, and it actually dominated the whole sector. We have Sarah Blakely. She said no to distractions, focused on products and customer feedback. And then we have Elon Musk. His obsession was over focus on engineering and products, not meetings or emails. So let's talk a little bit about the science behind the focus. These are brain facts. The prefrontal cortex is the brain's focus center. Multitasking splits attention and increases mistakes. It results in attention residue, means when you switch tasks, part of your brain stays stuck on the previous one. Now, research has shown that multitasking can lower your IQ as much as missing a night of sleep. After distraction, it takes you 23 minutes to regain full focus. Entrepreneurs who master focus innovate faster and build stronger businesses. What should entrepreneurs focus on? What should you focus on? What is your goal out of your business, your life? And anything, write them down, be specific. You cannot focus if you don't know your target. Clarity is the first step. What do you want to accomplish? Why does it matter to you? Eliminate distraction and focus on creating your goals. So let's talk about another technique. These are tools and techniques that you can use to focus. Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work and 5 minutes of break. Time blocking, scheduled focus for strategies work. You can use apps like Freedom, Forest, Notion. You can use technology to block this, to fight technology. You block distraction, and you can schedule as well time for you to track and progress. Time blocking is very important. Scheduled focus time on your calendar is a must for you as well. Okay, so healthy habits as well are super important. You have to sleep well, eat healthy, exercise, have a great morning routine like meditation, journaling. Ariana Huffington, she built her empire after prioritizing sleep and focus. Now let's talk about the key focus areas for growing our Enagic business. As an entrepreneur, number one, we all came into this business with no experience. So number one thing you need to do is train with intention. Commit to the training site without distraction. Lots of people tell me, oh, Rawan, I did take the training site, but I was cooking, cleaning, and playing around with my kids. Like, this is not taking a training site. This is you listening to something you never even focused on it. You have to follow the process step by step and apply what you learn immediately. So no distractions. All your notifications are turned off. The environment is decluttered. You can use dedicated work for that. When you're running ads, you cannot run ads and get distracted 1,000 times. You have to be focused, consistent, and monitor as well your results. You have, whenever you're communicating with leads, you have to be focused. You have to show up for your growth, attend master classes, attend drop-in sessions, and learn from others. Stay inspired, research for clarity, and do not wait for answers. Be resourceful as well. This way, you're focused on getting things done in a very fast way. Now let's do together an exercise that will allow you to focus more. So I want you for the next 2 minutes to pick one business challenge that you have. Write down every possible distraction that you're going through. Now I want you to circle the top 2 and brainstorm how to eliminate them. What surprises you the most? I'm going to start the music again. No breathing silent. They have one never sleeping below. Okay, you guys. Huh. What surprised you the most? Okay, drop it in the comments in the chat, please. So let's do a quick recap before we talk about the 7-day focus challenge. Focus is the engine that drives achievements. It's a skill you can train, not just a trait you're born with. And what you focus on shapes your reality. Jim Carrey, before he was famous, he wrote himself a $10 million check for acting service rendered. He dated it 10 years in the future and visualized it every day. He got his 10 million movie role just before the deadline. He focused on his goals. So the next challenge for the next 7 days, pick one goal. Every day, spend 30 minutes and focused, undistracted work. Notice the difference. Share your progress with a partner or someone that is your accountability partner. You become what you give your attention to. What? 2 questions I need you to ask yourself. What's your biggest focus challenge as an entrepreneur? And what's the one thing you'll do differently after today? Thank you, and let's talk about the next steps. As an entrepreneur, I need you to focus on those 7 tips that we learned today. Set a clear, measurable business goal. Apply the 80-20 rule. Focus on high impacted actions. Apply the 80-20 rule. Focus on high impacted action. Use the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize. Block time for deep work. No meetings, no emails. Use tech tools to eliminate digital distraction. Build healthy routines, sleep, exercise routine, and morning focus. Reflect weekly what worked, what distracted you. My focus commitment. For the next 7 days, I will spend 30 minutes each day on completing the training sites. My biggest distraction are my kids yelling in the background. How I will eliminate my kids? I can't. I will put them to bed and I will create a time for me that will make it happen. Guys, you become what you give your attention to. Please focus on what brings the most value for you as an entrepreneur. I hope this presentation helped you get to the root of why you're not focused and why this is happening and how you can make a difference in your business. Thank you guys so much.